Well, hello guys, it's Sendou here, and I just wanted to give a update on ESL because I just came home today from Paris, having been at the ESL Go4Splatoon Grand Final, and I know it's something quite a few people followed on Twitter and Twitch, and I hope I could maybe give a bit more background info and more what happened, if people were interested in hearing about that. And I also wanted to give my thoughts and maybe feedback on the online tournaments and also the LAN, but even more so the LAN. So if I start with the online tournaments, it was very exciting for us when they announced them. Like hearing ESL coordinate with Nintendo in this way was very surprising, because I know ESL before, and then no Nintendo maybe had this kind of plans for Splatoon, so of course I was very excited to just play in this kind of tournaments. But when I heard it was gonna be for Nintendo's new home console NX, I was of course like right away saw me getting NX delivered for just winning some tournament, and started thinking of what kind of team to build, because as you might have known, I was playing for Chimera, and that team was mostly North American players, so he obviously couldn't base the team of that. So I still got Dude from Chimera, and that was 2 members for us already. On top of that, like Nike had been retired or maybe enjoying a break after NSTC had broken up. So I was very happy that I was able to use this tournament as an excuse to get him playing again, because I really liked him as a player. He's one of the best snipers, and also liked him as a friend, so it was nice to be able to play with him again. And we also got Ankiten, and I was like speedruns live, mostly North American players, so he was also in similar boat. And I think with this team we were very confident. It was a good team, like a strong 4, even against the best teams in Europe like Extermination, Kupa Clan and Cooldown at the time. And we got like a couple nice wins in the weekly tournaments and even won a monthly. But also some like sore losses, you could say, like Grand Final 5th game and then lose. It was of course like, as all losses, it was always annoying to lose, especially like close matches against Cream Press and Examination, for example. But it really showed that this tournament had a high level. This was of course known, but really you noticed that gonna get anything free from these guys. But like after a while I kinda got tired of the format, because how the seeding worked, seeding was cumulative, okay? So what this means was every week you would play the same teams. This is of course pretty boring. Every Sunday playing the same week, same teams on same maps wasn't just something I enjoyed a whole lot. And there were some other problems. I'm not gonna be whining about them here all day, because I think they fixed most of them, and that's not really the point of this video. But one big thing was lack of communication with the ESL staff for me personally, because we couldn't really talk to the people who decided what was happening in the tournament. Like the actual tournament organizers were volunteers from the French community, and they were like really cooperative, like shoutouts to them. Like I really got the idea that they care. But of course they couldn't do anything without the ESL staff approval, which wasn't so easy to get. So like this is like one thing that I hope could have been improved faster. It is just simple like communication, like hey, you tell us that this is how it is and this is what we think, and we can tell them this is what we think and this is what we have been doing, but none of this was really going on, so it was really annoying to me. So for me, like I decided that maybe I'll just, you know, take the rest of the ESL tournaments off, since we already won and qualified for the Grand Final. So I decided to do just that. And I liked, to be fair, I think the tournament got pretty decent after we left. I think the ban on big system was very interesting. Like at the time I was really skeptical about it, but I think I might have been too proud about it. Like I might have said that or thought that. okay, maybe we just know best because we have been doing this for 2 years, but of course someone who comes from outside of the game could also have nice perspective. And that's maybe something I realized, because I really enjoyed ban and pick for the LAN tournament, for example. You could really like think about like, like we playing Queen Press, what should we ban? And we ban Depot because, you know, we think that it's gonna be really good for them with Lean Skipper and Matin's Rabbit Blaster, so we decided to ban it. And what should we pick? So I think thought this was really interesting. And I also, like, as a side note, I would like to mention that I really do believe that these tournaments help European teams get a lot better very fast, because every week we were playing like these weekly tournaments, and every week we were getting good practice, and you could really notice that some teams were improving really fast. And yeah, overall I think it was really cool series, especially like the prize thing, of course. Like every week you could play for some kind of prizes, so of course that's like an exciting thing. I think I'm going to speak for everyone that it's always nice to play for something, even if it's like some t-shirt or something, but it's really nice. And the prices, they were really nice. Like they had like signatures from developers of Splatoon and nice drawings. Like I don't think they sell them in Europe, so it was really nice prices, I think. And yeah, like overall I would play again. I just hope for next time, if they do it, they would like have the ESL staff communicate better, like why are they doing this, or why are they not doing something, like straight up, like why is it so, like just tell us. Like you don't have to like communicate everything through the volunteers. I think this is something that could have been improved. But even more so I want to talk about the Grand Final LAN. So of course it was a big surprise it was gonna be a LAN. Like we knew there was gonna be a Grand Final, but I always thought it was online. Like someone said that it was gonna be a LAN, but I was like, nah, no, it's not gonna be a LAN. But it was a LAN. It was a really nice surprise. I was a bit nervous about it, of course. Like sometimes I didn't feel even like going, because you know it's a new like new situation for me, never having played locally like that. So I was a bit nervous about that. But like, of course, thinking about it now, it was stupid, and I'm so happy I went. And also, like, I got to meet Nike for the first time, despite living in the same city for our whole lives, for far as I know. So that was really cool thing, and I hope we can meet up with Nike soon again. So I was just thinking I could like go through about the tournament and how it went, and what did we do and so on. Like when we arrived, like me and Nike left from the same airport in the morning, and when we arrived, Sorin was already waiting for me and Nike. And it was pretty cool. Like when we went there, there was like this car driver holding a sign with my name and ESL Nintendo on it. So it's really like cool experience. You had like a car driver waiting, like a real professional, whatever. So we take the shuttle to hotel. So there was some small miscommunication. Actually, there was a huge miscommunication, like a big one. We thought that the dude was gonna come to the same airport as us, Charles de Gaulle, but instead he had landed too early. So we were like, dude was like, I'm at Terminal 1, where are you guys from? We at Terminal 2. So Soren just started communicating, okay, this is how you can get to Terminal 2. But he didn't realize he was actually in Orly, which is like 40 minutes away from Charles de Gaulle. So in the progress, dude kind of lost his car driver. There was some miscommunication there as well. So it was a really weird situation where they were like trying to call out for dude, had his like descriptions and tried to find like where is he, like the car driver had to leave without dude because he had like somewhere to be. And dude was like, wait, how do I get to the hotel and whatnot? It was really quite a mess at the start. But yeah, finally dude got a second car driver and got to the hotel. And we left to see Paris for a bit, which you might have seen some pictures on Twitter. We didn't really have that much time, unfortunately. We went to see Eiffel Tower because Nike had never seen it. So it was pretty nice, and ate some whatever Asian like Chinese food. This was like I ate so much because there was like these small looking cups, and that's how they sold you the food. Like it looked so little, but I ended up choosing so much because I just didn't realize. But it was good food and it was nice. When we got back to the hotel, met up with a lot of Screen Press folks who had arrived in the meanwhile. That was also pretty nice. Like this whole thing, meeting with people you have only known as like names and avatars before, it was really cool. Like actually meeting real people and like seeing that everyone's so friendly and nice. It was so nice to see, and that was like that defined the LAN to me. Like meeting everyone, seeing everyone, and connecting names to faces. It was really nice. We played some one shoe switch. If I remember correctly, I destroyed Machin in quick draw and fake draw, whichever was it. Just I have such good reaction time, obviously. And yeah, and we also like we actually like spent a good amount of time planning our game against Green Press. Like you have to remember that we lost 3-0 against them in the qualifier. So when we had to play them in the first match, it wasn't really my dream matchup. So we did like think about a good while what we should play against them, and we just like a major game plan was just to get a lot of ink control really. We thought they couldn't match it, and yeah, I think we came up with pretty good plans, and we were able to 3-0 them later, so I think that was a testament to that. Although it surprised me because Lean played a lot more Jimmy than I thought. And like the Moray game was obviously really close, and the Pit game was really close, and the Bridge game was really close. So they were like close games, so it wasn't like we destroyed them, but I still think like the planning might have made a difference in some situations. And talking about the actual tournament, like the actual, like you might have seen, but the actual like locale, how you say that? The actual place, let's just use that word, place, room, building, where it was really nice. Like they had a really nice stage for us there. Like that was really like something like they really appreciate Splatoon as a game, and I really got a feeling like right away I was like blown away, like wow, this is like way more than I expected, and I wasn't really expecting this when I agreed to go to Paris. Like they really put a lot of work to this. You have to remember that for Nintendo, okay, one thing is money, but it's not really money, it's the work hours they put to this, and really I feel like this was really a big thing for them, and it was of course like meant at least a lot to me that they would do this for Splatoon and Splatoon esports, Splatoon competitive. But the actual like there was like some downsides too. Like I think the schedule was a bit too hectic. I think maybe other peoples might agree. Like not enough time to practice. Like we only played one game before Green Press game, and it was like we went there. It was pretty late, and then they were like, "You gotta get makeup. You gotta get briefed." Blah blah blah. So we couldn't really decide. We couldn't really get to practice, and that was like a big thing I think, where everyone didn't really get warmed up properly. And I think some of the limitations weren't communicated clearly enough, like no voice chat at all. Like my voice is still a bit rough because I had to shout so much, shout the callouts. I never heard Nike even once. He was sitting at the opposite side to me, so this is a problem. These are things that I think could be fixed maybe next time, and having a proper voice chat. And also we had to choose the order of the people, like in which order did we sit beforehand, and we didn't know it would matter so much. So Nike, he had like this annoying thing on the back of his gamepad where he couldn't have his hands comfortably. So of course, like he's a sniper, so this like matters very much. And if we had known this, we would have had someone else have the gamepad. You know, we would have maybe me have the gamepad. I can play Luna, whatever, and mid lane. But like no, but like maybe if we had known these things beforehand, we could have planned around them. And I know like a lot of this is like Wii U limitations, because Wii U wasn't meant for doing all these things. So I think a lot of this will be fixed with Splatoon 2 and Switch, but for now it was kinda annoying. And everyone had like a huge cable coming from the gamepad, and it was the same for everyone, so isn't like one team had an advantage, but it's more like it's very much not what you were used to at home. But yeah, I was like happy about the Queen Press game because we will like I wasn't so confident. Well, like of course I'm always confident, but I was like I wasn't like I wouldn't have bet for my my win. Like I would have bet 100 euros that we win because I think it was pretty even. But yeah, we were able to win, so it was nice. So before the Racing Moon game, again, not much time at all. It was like a team there, like not much time to do anything. So again, we didn't have time to eat lunch, which was like pretty bad. Like I like eating. So what can you do? And I was feeling pretty ill towards last game, so there were free Red Bulls. So I was just drinking Red Bull, and I didn't eat proper breakfast, so I felt pretty sick towards the final game. I was like, oh, I'm so happy this is the final game. Like I still played pretty well. I think I'm pretty happy with how I played, but certainly I wouldn't have liked to play one more game. And yeah, again, not much time to practice, unfortunately, before Rising Moon game. Yeah, we knew like Rising Moon was gonna be a difficult opponent. Like they are probably the team to beat in West right now, at least for me personally. Like I think our first picks were pretty good. Warehouse was probably the highlight of the tournament. Warehouse platforms that was so good, but with Rainmaker, I'd say like it was pretty hard without quick respawn. Like you get white once, just everything crumbles. And I don't know how we could have planned around that. Maybe play different weapons that allow more quick respawn, but or play it more safe. Like that was a theme in all games. We went in hard at the start. We get wiped. They get a good lead and they do good job defending that lead. So that's what I try to communicate mid games, that take it easy at the start, don't get wiped, like take it easy. Just try to like set up the game. But we already like 2-2 at that point, so it couldn't really help us that much. And I think like losing more splat zones was really bad. Like that just shouldn't have happened. Because it's a really good map for me, it's a really good map for Nike, it's a really good map for Dude, so I'm really disappointed that we lost it. And it was played really badly. I felt like we were maybe giving up too early. At least personally I could feel like maybe a bit demoralized after going from 2-1 to 2-3. Maybe feeling the pressure, I don't know. But yeah, like overall not disappointed. I think we did well. And Rising Moon is the kind of team that maybe we win against one tournament and then they win against us in the next one and we win the next one and so on. So it's very even. So this time we lost and next time we'll see who's gonna lose, who's gonna win. But I think the biggest tournament to LAN was how good Luna felt. Like man, it felt so good. Like okay, there's some latency, it's good getting cheap trades, but really if you outplay the opponent then you are rewarded with a proper kill, no trade, just kill. And I felt like I played really good Luna games against both Green Fresh and Rising Moon. So I was really happy to see that, because sometimes like in the past, like when people talk, oh yeah, you just lag all around with your Luna, like what is that? But no, I felt like I would prefer playing it in LAN because it felt better. And I also might have underestimated semi gear dependency. Like what I mean with this is that I was running 2 run speed and ink resistance up. And I think this was not enough. I think the weapon was not that great. I didn't do much with my Jimmy. It was surprising. I thought I was gonna do a lot of things with Jimmy, but in the end I just didn't. So I would have, maybe if I could go back, I would play more Blaster and less Jimmy. But yeah, I would just like to thank like Nintendo for putting this together. Like the whole event was nice, and they had media there. I was interviewed for some Portuguese, so I will post a link on my Twitter when I get it. And like it really felt like an event. That was really nice to see. And huge thanks to ESL staff too, like Maho and who else, the spectators. They really tried. Like people are so harsh, but the guy, one of the spectators came to our room before and tried asking around and asking like how to pronounce this name and stuff. Like they really care. They just don't. They don't. It's not like they don't care. Like right? They do care, but like it's hard to do it the first time, right? Like if I remember correctly, people even like every commentator has this thing where people say it's not good enough. But I think they did a pretty good job. I hope for more nice events like this. It's really something special to me, and I really hope I can meet up with people soon. And I was sorry I couldn't meet up with more people, with more time, like Spanish Army. Would have liked that, but unfortunately the schedules didn't really go together too well. Was pretty hectic at times, but next time, right? And I think this is it for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I just wanted to really put this all out there. And yeah, this is pretty much it. See you next time.